Hello, everyone. Running a late drive here for my 1999 Tennessee Titans replay. And I recently made a post on Facebook that I was just kind of getting cocky at this point because these 99 Titans have really been good. They were good in real life, but I think they're 12-1 so far. And after making that post, the lowly Atlanta Falcons come to town, and they were not good in real life in 1999, and in real life, the Titans thrashed them this game. But as the cards would have it, this is turning out to be a pretty close game, and the Titans' offense has just really struggled. So I'll show you a couple of things here. Doing this with my phone, so we'll see how good the quality is. But let me go over to my little score sheet here and show you the scoring recap. So this has been it. It's been a field goal fest, which not even really a field goal fest. A couple of field goals for the Titans, and then Atlanta had a 97-yard kickoff return after that first field goal by Al Del Greco. In the second quarter, Atlanta returned the kickoff for 97 yards. And that was done by this guy. Let me see if I can find him. It's going to be in this stack right here. Whoops. Sure, it's not the best camera work in the world. Probably there he is, Tim Dwight. I don't remember the details of the roll, but I know it was a 97-yard kickoff return that he returned for a touchdown. Looking to see how that could have happened. I'm not familiar enough with APBA yet to really know and be able to say. I see that one on the P column for the 66, which is an automatic touchdown, but don't think that would do it, but I don't know, maybe. I could have played it wrong as well, but we'll see. It's done now, so I don't know if I played it right or wrong, but that's what happened. So looking to see if Aaron McNair can bring them back here like he did in real life in 1999 over and over and over. Most notably the Super Bowl, only to lose by a yard. But what's happened in my replay after that Tim Dwight 97-yard kickoff return, the Titans managed with 3.5 plays left in the third quarter, a 39-yard field goal by Al Del Greco. So that leaves the score at 7-6 for the Titans. I will say that Del Greco missed, and he's been solid throughout the whole season. And he missed a field goal that would have put the Titans ahead. So that I think someone's in the chat room that's a bot or something. So that's distracted me a little bit. I need to make sure I set my settings right from now on so that doesn't happen. But anyway, Del Greco missed a field goal that would have put Tennessee ahead, and it didn't happen. So they've gone back and forth. Anyway, let's go back to the field now. And I want to do a video on my score sheet here at some time, or I call it a digital play mat. But to recap, you can see there are 10.5 plays left in the fourth, and the Titans have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 20, but only 10.5 plays to go. The Titans do have all of their timeouts, so we'll have to see how it goes. One of the things that I did that I'm really enjoying is I have a D20 play calling system that I'll make a video about as well. but in the lower right hand corner, and I'm not one to usually write on my cards, but in the lower right hand corner, I put what the play call will be based on the D20, and then I roll these dice to determine the play call and the intended target. And if that red D20 comes up the same as the blue D20, the blue D20 is the one that I use to call the play. If they match, then the receiver was double teamed, or if it's a running play, the defense keyed on the running back. So that is something that I've been using. And here's a modifier based on situation to the D20. I got the basic D20 chart, which is here, through some prompts with AI, and I'm not loving it. Well, I feel pretty good about this basic D20 chart, and it's based on the late 90s NFL. And then we built these modifier buckets, and this is what I came up with AI for like teams like Let It Fly, like the greatest show on earth. Just add a 4 to them on the D20 roll. So if I rolled a 10, they're going to be a +4. So that short pass is going to turn into a medium pass. So they're going to get more passing attempts and longer passing attempts to reflect what they kind of did. Teams like the Titans and Pittsburgh Steelers, kind of more of a smash mouth team that ran the ball a lot. So I'm going to subtract 4 from them. And short conversion, like if it's third and really short or fourth and really short, that's going to be -6 to the D20 roll. And desperate conversion, if it's like really long or we're getting late in the game, that's going to be a +6. The red zone, APBA modifies this was intended to prevent long passes in the end zone or in the red zone, or in certain places on the field. I need to do some work to that because APBA's built that in, where you just modify you're not allowed to do long passes in there or even medium passes inside the 9. That's what these arrows are about on my field here. And notice the football color matches the direction. The little arrow on the football match the directions. So since the Titans are at their own 20, I'm using the bigger blue arrows, and that lines up with the playbook for APBA. But anyway, I'll go over all of that later. Just the current situation is it is 1st and 10 with 10.5 plays to go, and I'll roll out one play here just to walk you through. So the Titans, I'm going to put them in the +4, which I've already done, because they're going to, and I'm kind of doing both the digital play mat and this card that I made. It's a little bit different than what's on my digital play mat. So I'm trying to work on that. But anyway, we're going to do +4. So let's roll the play calling dice. So it is going to be an 11. So we're going to add 4 to that. So it's a 15. So you can see that instead of a short pass, it would have been here, but since we're in this situation, we're going to bump it up to a medium pass. And then here's my allocator chart, and I use this receiving allocator chart based on the not the Q rating, that's for sacks, but the receiver indicator or allocator number on the APBA cards. So my target is, I rolled a 53. So my target, you can see, is going to be Mason. So he's actually up on top here. You can see his allocator, his rating is a C, where it says pass receiving on his card, but his allocator number is a 5. Guys that got more targets have a higher number. So like Eddie George or Frank Wycheck probably got the most, so he's got the biggest range there. I think he's got 7 numbers. but this one comes out to Derek Mason. So we've got, just to refresh, we've got a medium pass. So I'm going to put my peg here on medium pass to Derek Mason. So now let's roll the dice. And I used the little dice for my defensive play card. So it's a 12. And you can see that the Falcons defense is 11 points worse than the Titans offense. So that's going to put the Titans in better situations a lot more. So we wrote a 12. Under the pass column, that's going to come out to a BG. And since Mason is only one grade below the B, it's going to stay a B. So it is BG. And then the 64, we look at the quarterback's pass under 64, and it's a 22. So we got medium pass, BG 22. And going to use, we are in the fat part of the field, as Tebow calls it. You can see that big long arrow there. That represents, if you look at the tabs up at the top, so that is represented by this area. It's between the defense's 31 and the offense's 15, which seems kind of backwards to me to say it. I think of that from the offense's perspective. So it's between the offense's 15 and the defense's 31. That kind of trips me up sometimes. But anyway, just to recap, so we got I've already forgotten everything now. So we've gotten a 12. Is a BG, and there wasn't any modification. So medium pass, BG 22. Medium pass, BG. So here's the medium pass chart. BG, we're looking at 22. So you can see that that's an incomplete pass. So it's going to be second down, and that used the full play because we're not inside the 5 minutes yet. I could call a timeout, and it's only a half a play. So that's it. That's a play of APBA football. We'll stop it and call it a video there, and I will put in the comments how it goes. Thanks, guys.